Hello, everybody, and welcome to my final HOMAGO video post about the teaching application Flocabulary. Over the past few weeks, we've been learning about new technologies, discovering new technologies that can be used in the classroom as teachers, and the different ways that we can use them to create lessons, activities, help us organize ourselves, help us create schedules, all the above, all the different ways that we can use technology and all the new technologies that have been provided. So, vocabulary is a tool that I have gotten to use over time and have realized the major significance and different uses that come along with it. The most prevalent way that vocabulary is used is by having students watch videos and take notes on terms that are new to them. There are preset videos about various topics from every subject that give students a fun way to learn about certain things. So, let's take a look at the way that vocabulary works and the cool ways that it can be used in the classroom. So here we have the starting screen for the app, where it offers examples and ideas to how the app is used and the different options for using the app. On the top of the screen, it says lessons, how it works, school district, and pricing. Yes, Flocabulary isn't a free application, but teachers in their schools are hopefully given the chance to use it for free with the help of the school. That is where the school and district option portion comes in, as there is a large list of schools and districts that allow this app to be used in their schools. If the school is helping pay for vocabulary, that would make things much easier rather than having to pay the monthly fee. The most important section of this home screen is the lessons section. When you scroll to the lessons section, it shows all of the subject areas as well as life skills, vocabulary, and current events. There are ways that I could use all of these sections within the app in many different ways, but I want to focus on the actual subject areas tabs and the vocabulary tab. With all of the subject areas that are provided, each section has a grouping of subheadings that provide the different video topics that have been created for that subject. For example, in this language arts section, it shows reading and writing, grammar, research and study skills, and literature, with each section having the total amount of videos that are currently created for each of those topics. Now, when you click on each subheading, there are a variety of different options of teaching implementations that you can take from at first glance. Now, within each subheading, there are a number of videos that have already been created for students to be able to view that the application provides teachers to use. In the language arts subject area, there are all of these topics that you could choose from. For example, I'm going to use the fiction versus nonfiction section as my example. So I'm going to go ahead and click on reading and writing, go to fiction versus nonfiction. Now, once you click on the video that you want to use for that day, the video will pop up and a selection of tools are shown on the left side of the screen. There is also a short description given for each video to help offer what the video is about and how it will teach students. With this video, it says, this song teaches the difference between fiction and nonfiction and provides several examples for each. So that goes ahead and gives me a good summary of what it's about, you know, what I'm looking for, how it can help me. So the main reason that I want to continue to use this source of technology is because of the vast options and ways of teaching that can be brought from it. So before I go on, after I clicked on the fiction versus nonfiction section, there's the video. There is a selection of vocabulary cards. Now, I'm not a teacher as of right now, and I don't have vocabulary actually on my computer yet, so I can't actually use them right now. I was able to use them during my clinical, but I can't use them now. But there's this section here, vocab cards, where you can actually have your students either create their own vocabulary cards, and as a teacher, you can actually look at them and analyze them to see if they're actually getting the point, if they're actually understanding what each vocab term is. Or you can create your own vocabulary terms as a teacher and have them look at them, study them, continue to learn from them, and use it in that type of way. Then there's the vocab game section where there's a game about that shows each of the different vocabulary terms and how you can use them, and offers a fun way for the students to learn the vocabulary terms. Then there's a read and respond section where the students read and respond to what was shown in the video, um, the different things that they learned, the vocabulary terms, all that kind of stuff. And then one of the main things of each that comes along with each video is a quiz. This is where the teacher really comes into play, as you can actually create your own quiz directly after the video. Right after the video ends, the students are watching it, they have their headphones on, they're listening, they're taking it all in. It's a really fun video, it's interesting. There's an actual quiz that comes along with it. Now, this type of quiz wouldn't exactly be a summative assessment. This would be more of a formative assessment, as you would be getting a better understanding for what the students are learning and what they know. But the quiz at the end is a very good resource and helps a lot with creating formative assessments to understand what they've learned from the video and prior knowledge that they already have. So, to continue, the reason that I want to continue to use this source of technology is because of the vast options and ways of teaching that can be brought from it. Using my teacher pedagogy, I can use this source to provide either a short morning lesson or classroom activity that either focuses on vocabulary or branches off from it to create mini activities to go along with it. Having a fun video to start off class is a great way for students to do individual work and learn about a topic in a more exciting way. Young adolescents need to have sources like vocabulary to provide an interesting and challenging way to help them learn about the topics that are being taught for that unit. The pedagogical method that can come from using this source as a student and teacher is technology improvement, and by learning through watching videos and listening to them. This is another source of technology that students and I didn't have when I was in middle school. This is new, and it can help. There's many different ways that students can benefit from it. Young adolescents need to have sources like vocabulary to provide an interesting and challenging way to continue to learn from that unit. So, what is different about vocabulary is the wide variety of videos and subtopics that are provided for teachers to use, and how the actual videos themselves are being created. If we go back to the language arts section, there are 64 different videos. All of these different videos, long and short vowels, rhyme, fables, fairy tales, cause and effect, author's purpose, paragraph and writing. And that goes for each subject area. That goes for math. Look at all the different lessons and videos that are provided, all the lessons for science, as well as the videos for social studies topics as well. So this app is a doorway into how technology can help advance students' knowledge in ways that go beyond doing a short exit slip or a classroom worksheet. The videos, note cards, quizzes, and vocabulary terms all work into the different ways this app can help students learn. The plan that I have in place to use this technology source is to either have the students start off the day with a vocabulary video, followed up with a small formative quiz that they can continue to take if they feel like they need to receive a better score, and then discussing what they learned and found from that video with the entire class. So we would have a whole class discussion on what we talked about to start off the class. The other way that I can use it is by having a miniature classroom activity around the video provided for that day, having the students work with one another to create new note cards and provide uh, new questions to help them show what they learned from watching the video. So this could be in the middle of the class, this could be towards the end, just a mini activity using the video, having the students watch the video as a group or individually, and then having them work as a group, and then having them create their own note cards, make their own quizzes, do the quizzes as a group. Just the wide variety of activities go to no end. the amount like the amount of activities that come to my mind when thinking about using vocabulary are extensive. There are so many different ways. So there are many ways that I plan to implement this technologic source in class and at home, and even at home when assigning homework. This is a great way to assign homework online. I plan to use vocabulary once or twice a week to have the students learn about the app and discover why it can help them learn about the subject even more. So, an example of how I would maybe present how they would use vocabulary and how they would use it is right here. So, this is kind of transitioning into a social studies activity or start to the day. I would have this schedule set out for the week for what the students would have to do in the beginning of class. And right when they walked in, and as all the students filed in, I would tell them, watch the 3-minute vocabulary rap video using this link. What were the 3 specific things mentioned in the video? And in this video, the example was about Susan B. Anthony. So in the video that Susan B. Anthony fought for, who partnered with Anthony in her activism, and according to the video, Anthony was mentioned as being the first woman ever to do what? So not only could I have this vocabulary rap video set up for them to watch and have them answer these questions, but I could have a quiz. I could have them create a couple note cards. I could have them look at some note cards and then discuss with me what they're going to do. there's so many different ways that it could be used. But this is the main way that I would want to use vocabulary, is by having it be a miniature activity, a opening to the day, walk in, watch a fun video, and just get ready for class by using vocabulary and learning about new technologies like this. So hopefully this was a good gist of what vocabulary is. It's an amazing app. I used it a lot this year. It offers so many new things and new ways for students to learn, and it really helps the teachers out because of how many different ways you can use it, the different ways that you could have students learn, and use your teacher pedagogy to help these students continue to learn and show them different ways that vocabulary can be used. So I'm sorry my voice is scratchy and I'm coughing and I have a scratchy voice, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Vocabulary is awesome. And this HOMAGO experience really helped me learn a lot about the different technologies that teachers can use. Have a wonderful day.